I love that. So,
Yeah.
real quick, I want to make
Yes.
sure that you get to your concert on time. So
Oh,
I'm
thank
gonna
you.
try to truncate some of these so we
Yeah.
can get through it. I love talking to you guys, so we could ramble all day long. And
Yeah,
I know
no,
you
no.
have somewhere to be. So
Yeah, yeah.
believe me, I'm happy to sit here all day, but I want to get you where you need to go.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're completely okay, Sariel. Thank you.
So the next question I had was for Lavi specifically. I keep saying your name wrong. I'm so bad about that. Lavi.
It's okay.
Uh,
It's Lavi.
Lavi.
Yeah.
I love you. You've talked about your doorbell dread before.
Yes.
How has VTubing sort of been an outlet for you as somebody who struggles with social anxiety?
So, part of Lavi's lore is that she's a hikikomori. She lives on the top floor of her apartment building in just like this little dark apartment where she's away from everyone else. That's because I am IRL. I don't really leave the house other than to like go to Walmart, or if my therapist is like, hey, so I haven't seen you in like 3 months. So VTubing has made me a lot better with talking to people professionally. It's also given me a way that I can connect with people without having to leave home, which is good. Eventually, I'll be good at this social anxiety thing, but today is not that day. I think that everyone in the VTubing space deals with that at least a little bit, and that makes me feel a lot better about it. But yeah, the doorbell dread. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was on an Irium stream the other day. Sorry, I'm gonna be very quick about how I say this. I was on an Irium stream the other day, and I got a pounding knock on the door multiple times, doorbell, everything, and I was like, I'm not answering that. I'm not answering that. Y'all can judge me, but I'm not answering it. I still to this day don't know what that was for.
Obviously, it
Was it
wasn't
like
important.
a package?
No, it wasn't a package.
IRS? Huh?
I don't know.
Oh, that's rough.
I guess wanna.
I do think it's important.
But yeah, no, I do struggle with that, and I think that is something that I'm always going to struggle with. But I do get better about it over time.
I'll be rooting for you.
Hope it wasn't at night.
Oh gosh, terrifying knocks on the door at night. Awful. You mentioned being better at like business conversations, and I think
Yes.
that's something for especially smaller creators who have not fully experienced it yet. It feels like people believe that a lot of like collabing and setting things up like concerts and the magazines and everything is like a lot of messaging like, hey girl, let's play a game today, and well, that has definitely happened. A lot of it is a lot more business, like, hi, I have this proposition for you. I'd like to do this thing at this time if you're available for it, and that sounds like something you want to do. Let me know, and we'll get it set up. And I think that's something important that people like end up learning really fast is that on the backside, it is much more like official. That's what people say they like about my interviews. Is I try to be like, hey, I have my fact sheet. I'll set some times that work for me, but if that doesn't, let me know what your schedule is and we'll work something out. But at least you see that like when you're approaching somebody for a collab or for an interview, something, it goes a long way coming across professional and being like, no, it's not just I want to do something. It is, here's the plan, here's how it would be executed, and here's what you either will or won't have to do, so you know what is expected of you before you agree to it.
No, I think that that's very, very important. I think that there's a lot of people who think they can go into other people's DMs and be like, hey, I wanna collab with you, and then nothing happens, right? I think it's very important to have a game plan. I think that you need to be very clear with what you want. A lot of us are neurodivergent, me included. And I think that it's important to be very clear with your intentions and what you want. It would be a lot better of a world if we were. When I was applying to Bond Live, I was also applying to 50 plus other things in the span of like 2 weeks. You're going to apply to probably like when you're looking for opportunities and things, you like business stuff. you're going to apply to probably like 50 things and hear back from like 3. I'm not even kidding. Especially whenever when you're like a little baby VTuber. Yeah. No, I think that it's very important to be very clear with your intentions so that those 3 applications look really, really good.
That
I could run a business
Right.
class.
I
I
feel
would be
that's so
happy.
hard because I always have people be like, "Oh, you've interviewed such cool people. I could never do that." I'm like, "Dog, I know it looks really impressive, but what you don't see is the like 300 plus unread messages that are also in my inbox." Like,
Yes.
I know that I've gotten to talk to some cool people. It's because of the ridiculous amount of research and going in knowing what you're talking about and what you're gonna do, and also dealing with the fact that like 99% of people aren't gonna respond to you.
As a small business owner, that's true. I get a lot of great applicants that I can't accept because I just don't have the space for them.
Yeah.
That's it. Same with VTuber groups. There'll be plenty of good people apply, and there's just no space.
Don't take
Yeah,
it
you have to
personal.
make yourself
That is a
look
big
good.
thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Even if
no
you do your
hard
best-
feelings for anybody who has not responded to the request for an interview. I get that we all have lives and there's probably hundreds of people in your DMs asking. So like, don't feel bad if you don't get accepted into a concert or into anything you're auditioning for, because
Yeah.
it's the same thing. It's those hundreds of messages and trying to pick
Mhm.
out the 5 you're going to respond to. Like,
For our first concert for Royal Dawn, we got over 70 applicants.
Mhm.
Like, you have to make yourself look good. Take a resume class. Don't be self-deprecating. Please don't be self-deprecating in your
No.
applications.
That's like that's the worst thing I get on all my projects and Royal Dawn.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh, I'm not so good, but here's
Yeah.
this," and I'm like, "Well, if you say you're not good,
yeah, you're
then why
tripping
would I
yourself
click
right
on
at the
your app?"
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to have like 15 minutes of your day where you're filling out this application where you're allowed to have an ego.
Yeah, I will say I learned that a lot from my VTuber group, Starbrew. I helped with the audition process, and
Mhm.
people would fill it out in like 5 minutes. They'll literally say in the application, "Oh, I did it on my lunch break, but here's one image," and I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
If you put the effort in, you have a good consideration, and we tried to
Yes.
give feedback to people who did an application at all,
Mhm.
even if they didn't get an interview. So that was definitely a big part of it for us, was giving that feedback and
Mhm.
meeting people where they're at. But I will say for like business opportunities and big scale projects, it's just a lot of applications. It doesn't mean you're bad at all. You're a salesman. You have to remember that.
Yeah.
If you're a VTuber or a content creator at all, you are a salesman. So you need to sell yourself, and you know what happens in sales? You call 100 people, you get 1 sale. That's the real
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Absolutely.
And
It's not a VTubing. Yeah.
the biggest advice that I give people, because this is something that I've seen a lot in the VTuber community, this is what I tell my baby bondies, is when you're applying for something, if you have to do a video or an audio like application, do not, and I repeat, do not apply with the voice of your character if your character has like a specific voice. Don't just be yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. That is the easiest way that I've seen people get turned down. And
Please
it
don't
makes you
roleplay in
think-
my audition.
You think like that sounds like something that you'd want as a business, but these people running companies aren't usually VTubers.
Yeah. You'll get
Yeah,
typecast
that's
very
awesome.
quickly if
Yes.
that's how you go into it.
Like, I will say, as a VTuber business owner, everyone running these projects, including myself, are usually not VTubers. Unless it is specifically VTuber run, but a lot of the corporations and the business opportunities are run by non-VTubers. We want to see your professionalism. If we're
Yeah.
only getting the character, if we're only getting the deliverable, we will not see your process. And that's a big part of all business, not just VTubers, is when you're applying to a job, they want to see the resume, they want to see the timeline and the process. If they're only seeing the deliverables, they will not be confident in how things will work in the back door.
Yeah, they have
And
no
the back
proof
door is
that
the most important part.
it wasn't
right?
very hard to get that deliverable. Like, you need to show them how it got there.
Right. They want to see you be professional in the back end. And they already know the deliverable because they can go on your social media and look at any of your shorts, any of your clips. They can look at your stream. They already have all of that. There's plenty of that, right? At least, ideally, there's already plenty of character. But we want to see your hard work. Kiki the backdoor.
Oh. Yeah, I was trying not. I was trying my best not to make
No, because I was thinking it too.
The back door. we want to see the back end. So that's more important than the character.
The number of jobs I've gotten by offering up my back end is ridiculous. Anyway, right. So Ender,
yeah.
Since we're on you, we both do interviews, and so I wanted to ask you, as a fellow interviewer, what is the most stressful background thing for organizing the type of stuff you do? Man, it's time zones. Time zones. I've interviewed a few Australian VTubers and I have to get up at 3 a.m. and they're like, oh yeah, it's like evening for me. It's perfectly fine. And they're like, what time is it for you? And I'm like, 3 a.m. And they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. But then it's like they can't meet any other time. I'm rambling about it, but time zones. I've interviewed a lot of European and Australian and Asian VTubers lately. And it's great getting their global audience, getting the international audience. That's great. It's great, but now I have to get up at odd hours to interview you, and I work full time, so it's a schedule I have to work around, but, you know? I get that. I've never had to be up super late, but I did one where I was interviewing a Japanese VTuber, and the thing was, she likes to stream really late her time, which put it at like 1 p.m., which is, I mean, I'm at work, so I was just like, I'm just going to schedule my lunch for that. And so I got off lunch, quickly threw up stream, and was like, all right, we're here to interview you. Time zones are terrible.
No, I work at a daycare, so I can't do it during my lunch break. My lunch break is different every day, so I can't. Yeah, I have this huge block of time in my day where I can't do anything, but it's okay. I work around it. I will say some people just miss their interviews. Just to be transparent, you know, some people won't make it. Who knows if it's malicious or on accident? And I'm not going to pin blame on anyone. It's just, that's just how life is sometimes.
We're back to the lobby of wrangling cats.
Yep. True. That's also stressful when I get on call with Brady and then we're waiting and we're like, oh, well. So that's the other stressful thing is when people don't show up. But that's how it is for all projects. Getting people to do their work, you know, is a little bit hard. But again, the skills are transferable from daycare to VTubing. Everyone's a little kid and you need to wrangle them a little bit. You need to wrangle them a little bit, but that's life, not just VTubing.
I told you talking privately, but I'm still blown away by your ability to do all the wrangling and all the scheduling. Because I'm like, I've had a hard time sometimes when we're like, hey, we're gonna get together and play Repo. It's 4 of us. How can 4 of us not like use a clock or figure out scheduling? And you're over here like, yeah, there's like 20 people here. It's fine. Everything will be okay.
Use lettuce meat. Use lettuce meat. You know what that is?
I don't know. I'm thinking lettuce, like the vegetable, and meat, like lettuce meat just sounds like how you make a hamburger.
That's how you spell it. Well, meat is meat like to meet someone, and then lettuce is, it's a joke.
That's fun.
It's like the play on words that the website's using. I'll send it in the group chat here. It's like you just block out when you're available, and then like a highlighter, right? Like you go on this website, you'll set up a few days as like a host, and then people will click on the link you give them, like a Google Drive link, and they'll highlight when they're available. That's and then you also highlight when you're available, and then you look at the overlap. When you see the overlap, you schedule in that little hour that overlaps.
Due to my almost antisocial nature, I would have to block out so much time. Because there are times where, like, technically, yes, am I available? Do I want to talk to somebody, or do I want to be available for a collab stream right now? No.
Yeah, you it's just like highlighting what you want. So lettuce meat. It's a great website. I use it all the time, especially for VTuber group interviews. So
I actually, on that topic, I actually don't do modded repo anymore, collabs, because every time I've done a modded repo collab, we're sitting there for an hour and a half trying to get the mods to work.
Yep.
I just don't have the time for it.
I feel bad. ZV in chat, I love doing things with her. she is one of my main collab partners. She knows not to ask me if it's going to be more than 5 people. Like,
Yes.
I'm one of those people, I shrink to the background when there's a large group of people, and I don't have fun. So she knows, like, is it 4 or
Me
less people,
too.
then we can invite Nero. If it's like a 10-person game,
Yeah.
then I'll let him know that we thought of him, but we know better than to ask him to come join this massive group thing.
What do you play, Sariel?
I play old video games mostly. I play a lot of PlayStation 1 games. I play Digimon, Pokemon. I'm about to do Pal World, which is probably the newest game that I've played. And then like Helldivers, because I'd sit down with my friends and play Helldivers.
Can I abduct you into my Warframe group?
So it has been, I swear, it has to be like 9 years since I've played Warframe.
Yeah. It's a good time to get into it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against it. I'm just also
Okay.
terrible. I have no situational awareness. That's what makes Helldivers so fun, is I'm just shooting stuff and everyone's like, where are you? And I'm like, going towards the objective. And they're like, no, you're not. You're on the other side of the map. I'm like, what? And then while I'm talking to them, something's attacking me. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm dead now, so just call me in over there.
Yeah,
You should
no.
collab.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to set up a collab discreetly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's not discreet of you. Everyone watching knows what you're trying to do, Labby.
You can't use discretion. We already covered this. None of us know how to be discreet.
That's
You have to be very
true.
direct.
No, I gotta be blunt.
I have a friend, I don't want to out her, but it's so funny most of the time when we talk about doing stuff together, she just busts in, she's like, what's up, nerd, we're doing something, and I'm like, alright, let's go.
Like bullied you into it.
Oh, yeah,
But you're
absolutely.
okay with it, Loki.
That lets me know what I need to do. But speaking of your streams, Lavi,
Yes.
what would
Yes.
you say the vibe you go for is in your streams? Like, new person walks in, how do you want them to feel?
So it depends on the platform, because I do curate for the platform. Some VTubers do, some VTubers don't. For Irium specifically, it's a lot more just chatting. It's like you're talking directly to me. It's like you're on a FaceTime call, right? And with YouTube and Twitch, which is what I've been leaning more towards recently, it's a lot more friends doing things. I try to not be a collab only VTuber, but sometimes it's just easier to do that. It really is. It's easier for me to bounce my energy off of people.
Yes.
But like, I think like the vibe I'm going for, I have always had a community of kindness, and I straight up call it that. We have a very strict, don't talk badly about other people, be nice to each other community. It's very welcoming. Literally, people will walk into my server and it's like they've been there forever. And I love that. That's the kind of community that I want to have.
I love that. So, real quick, we're about to run into an ad. Do you guys want to go
What's
to
up?
the BRB screen, and if anyone needs to get water or anything,
I actually do need to get water.
discreetly,
Yeah.
all of that good stuff. All right, well, we'll go to the BRB screen and then come back after the ad is done.
Hey.
Okay.